Hey, this stripper says that I'm a smart guy. She said for 50 grand, I could put her through college. And then maybe she'd blow me. Yeah. Dad, what do you think of that? She's a hot one, this. She's a piss. Right, Santa. Cabrera just tossed out Fowler. They tried to pick him off, got by Cabrera. Cabrera went there like a man, picked it up and fired a bullet. A bullet, perfect bullet, strike to second base and nailed Fowler. Tried to pick him off, gets by. He plays the Kareem beautifully off that fence and nails him. Threw him out to another Dominican plane. The glove came off Cabrera. He didn't care, didn't stop. Gloveless throws him down. To Bill Haciendas, who's playing shortstop. And look at Miguel Cabrera. He has got dirt on his uniform. His shirt tails are out already. He is looking like a man ready to play. He looks like Riley Massimino midway through the second period of a college basketball game. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's hard to get out of Harry Caray once you start doing it.
I know.
It really is difficult to get out of this impression. Don't know how to do it. Sanchez and his Al Madman Ravaste. Cabrera just got caught playing a little pocket pool there.
You ever meet Harry?
Met Harry Caray twice. I sat in the booth and listened to him do an inning when I was on Mad TV. I did when I was on Mad TV, which was on Fox. Fox had just gotten baseball, and they asked me to do some promos. They said, we don't have it on the budget to pay you, Art, but this summer of 1996, the year of our Lord, you can go to any game you want in the league, any Saturday game Fox has, and we'll take you all around the stadium. You can sit in the booth, and first thing I picked, I looked at my stand-up schedule. I was at Zany's, middling at Zany's.
Oh.
Okay? And for none other than Dennis Regan, Brian Regan's brother. I believe I was middling for Dennis. Really funny motherfucker. And I asked to go sit in the booth at Wrigley Field. Fox got me free tickets, me and two of my buddies. I got laid that weekend, an unbelievable weekend. I did 3 sold-out shows at Zany's, and I went to 2 Cubs games, sat in the booth, and here was my story. Steve Stone is doing all of the work, all the heavy lifting. Ryan Sandberg's up. It's an 11-minute at bat. He goes the count full count. And just as the last pitch is about to be thrown, no one knew it, but Sanchez was about to lace a double. Just as Steve Stone was about to get the glory of announcing that, Harry Caray slowly leans into the mic after not saying anything for what seemed like an hour. And just before Sanchez hit the ball, he speaks over Steve Stone and goes, Rado! Click, double. That's it. And I met, the guy said, hey, Harry, this is Artie Lang. He's on a brand new show on Fox, Mad TV. Harry Caray shook my hand, and this is exactly what Harry Caray said. Yeah. It's exactly what he said. This guy's on a new show on Fox called Mad TV Sketch Show. Yeah. Anyway, pleasure. And then I met him one time in Chicago again at a Cubs game, and I shook his hand briefly. And this is what he said to me. Oh, yeah. Same thing. I don't know how you remember the same thing. Fowler runs afoul of this pitch and nails it. Laces a one-hop single into right field. It is a leg akimboed. Kyle Schwarber, of course, is second. Chris Coughlin at
the
second
rookie
base.
phenom Schwarber.
Can I please talk, Dan? Please. Anthony Rizzo is your cleanup hitter at first base. Chris Bryant at third. And the rest, they
wearing number 17.
Wearing number 17, Mickey Rivers' number. Kyle Schwarber, number. Please, Dan. Please. No one cares. Kyle Schwarber, number 12, is the catcher. He's your second hitter. And this kid's built like, oh, my God, Greg Luzinski on steroids.
And he's from Cincinnati.
Nobody cares. Harry Caray is here from the dead. He wants to ask you a few questions. You used to hang out with him quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Blitz. How
What's
are
up,
you?
Harry?
What's up, buddy? Hey, remember that time?
Blood pressure.
What's your blood pressure? That's a good one. I got to remember that for tomorrow's broadcast. Hey, I'll tell you, you gotta. I hear a lot of pussies are taking over the game down there. You ever have a gluten-free hot dog when I was around? No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Harry was one of the best people I was ever around. He knew.
I'm right here.
Everything.
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't let Dutchie around some of these Dominican players. They have no honor. No honor at all. Before you know it, your wife is, wearing a sombrero.
Well, if I'm talking directly to Harry, I would tell you, Harry, my name is Mitch Williams, not Mitch Wilkerson, not Mike Williams.
Did he always get it wrong?
Hey, guess who's here?
I felt so bad for Harry.
Mitchie Mantle. I'll tell you,
Jim Sundberg, Ryan Sanderson, and Ryan Sandberg and Scott Sanderson were all on the same team because those guys never had the same name 2 days in a row.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jim Sanderson.
Johnny Sanderson. That Sandberg kid gets all insulted because I asked him to do my taxes after just a little joke. Back in the day, Sandberg taxes. Listen, Mitch. Remember, we used to have a blast on the back of the bus talking about some of the interracial relationships.
Let me tell you something. People that know Harry know you're lying right now.
Of course.
That walk to the back of the bus was far too long for Harry.
Who the fuck am I, Rosa Parks? For Christ's sake. I'm going to make a stand and say, hey, the fuck, I'm going to stand in the front of the bus. This is bullshit. I'm in the back, you got fucking Lee Smith in the front row.
Lee Smith.
I'll tell you, I don't mind changes. This is ridiculous. People say, Harry, weren't you happy to see Jackie Robinson run out to the infield for the Brooklyn Dodgers? I'm like, sure. I just don't want to see him running out of my house at 4 in the morning.
Not Jackie. You can't fuck with Jackie.
Everybody's got their fucking long hair from the back. This Williams kid, he looked like Ava Gardner. John Crook.
Look, I'm seeing your hairdo too, buddy. Don't.
John Crook from the back. I'm like, what the fuck? Did Veronica Lake get stung by bees? That was a fucking chubby guy. I used to get my haircut.
He couldn't hit when he was in shape.
Like, absolutely not. Now, be honest with me. Come clean. I was always working. You never saw Dutchie making out with a Dominican player, did you?
No, I can honestly say that never happened.
Bullshit! Now, Mark Grace used to live with Dan Filato. And, of course, Dan's one of your favorite people. And, according to Dan, Mark got more ass than a toilet seat in a porta potty at Bonnaroo.
I can't. Dan would know more about that, I guess, since he was living with him. But
I was just wondering, there's a rumor, was one of the asses he got Dan Filato?
You'd have to speak with Dan about that. I have no idea.
Can you see
like
it?
I said, I couldn't pick him out of a line. I could probably pick him out of a lineup.
Well, you're going to have to.
3 of them were women.
I think you're going to have to after you light your house on fire. Dan Filato. Now, Mitch, I'll sign off, Mitch. Thanks for talking to me from the dead. When you get to heaven, you'll see me. I'll be the guy in the horn-rimmed glasses and the bedazzled cub thumb. Hi! Welcome to the Manager Show. It's Harry Caray. Look who it is. It's I got fresh off apple picking with Gina's fucking wife. It's Don Zimmer. How are you doing? Don Zimmer. Yeah. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, Don Zimmer. Yeah. Listen. It's before the game. I've had a couple of pops. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're having some fun here. I was down on Rush Street. I was bar hopping with some of the gals. You got time to go with the gals. I'm here. I'm putting my cup on. I'm looking at the guys. I'm Don Zimmer. Yeah, you're looking at the guys. I tell you, you want to come out sometime? There's a gal over at, there's a new restaurant. I think, the gals they all got large breasts. It's a new theme. It's like an owl theme. Nah, I don't have enough time to get over there. I play baseball. I got up and Yeah, I tell you what, I worry about you and your work. I tell you, Don, all work, no play makes Don a weird-looking bald guy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go there for you. I mean, I'm not a partier. Yeah, it's called Hooters. Hooters. Wow. I go over there and I get a black and tan. That's what I do. And those are the waitresses. I say, yeah, give me a black and tan. The beer? No. No. I want a West African and a Puerto Rican. Yeah, and my wife, Cookie, she don't care. What's her name, Cookie?
Dutchie.
Dutchie? My wife, Dutchie. I love her. God, I love that woman. Yeah. So, hey, listen, will you go apple picking with Dutchie for me? Zimmer? Like you do with Jeter? Like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll do it. I got a crazy schedule.
Now, you know the reason why, that the rumor is why Harry was kicked out of St. Louis, right?
What?
You know why he was kicked out of St. Louis.
You're talking about when I was a broadcaster
Yes.
for the St. Louis Cardinals?
Yes.
No.
He would say Musial. That was, I love
Stan
listening.
Musial.
Musial.
Stan Metamucil. That's what I call him.
But-
Stan Metamucil.
But the rumor was, and
Yeah.
and a couple of times when he was drunk, I was drunk, and with
Are
Harry,
you accusing me of imbibing?
he banged Augie Bush's wife.
No, he didn't.
That was the rumor, and that's why he got kicked out of St. Louis.
Hey! Hey, Augie! What? Just a curiosity. I'm trying to book a time to interview you. What time you getting home tonight? Yeah. Yeah, right. Huh? You're getting home when? That's a big house you got over there, pal. Will you be going to the west wing of the house at any point? Into the maid's chambers. He fucked Augie Bush.
Of the Bush family of Budweiser, that was the rumor. That was why he got fired. He was the most popular broadcaster in St. Louis, and he was making $1 million in 1967, 68, 69, just for the spokesperson for Budweiser.
It all went to lawsuits. Yeah. Well, listen. You can't shit where you eat. That's what they tell you all the time, but I did. Oh, my. I shit right in her mouth, as a matter of fact. What was Augie Bush's lovely wife's name?
You know what? I don't remember.
Come here, baby. Augie Bush. I love it. This is, of course, before these chicks laser shave their hey on the ha-ha. I'd go down there. I'd seduce her. I'd say, hey, Mrs. Bush, guess who it is? Your dreamboat is down.
Susan. And they divorced in 69.
Oh, Susan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Augie Bush III.
Augie Bush III. I'll tell you, Augie, you're not getting it done. You're down there. You're trying to come up with new beer recipes. I'm fucking her like a Clydesdale. Yeah. As a matter of fact, Susan Bush, she had an affair with two things. She fucked me and one of the Clydesdales. That's right, I was there. It was a threesome. I had a threesome with Augie Bush's wife and one of the Christmas Budweiser Clydesdales. The other barn was on the property. And we got a little loaded. We had some Rumpelmans. I think somebody, you know what I did? I drank a bunch of, remember Goldschlager? God, I used to love drinking that with the kids outside Wrigley. So me and Susie Bush, Augie's wife, we'd go bar hopping. I got a bunch of that Goldschlager with the little gold chips in it. I drank like a gallon of it. The next morning, I shit out a bracelet. And I gave it to her as a gift. Here's the Goldschlager bracelet I shit out, honey. And we went down. I hired a couple of the fellas. They put the Clydesdale on a crane, and they lowered his erect cock into Susie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not simple. What are you doing? I'm supposed to take care of Susie Bush today. I'm supposed to take Susie Bush to a carnival. What are you doing? Well, I'd cancel it. She's a little sore in the vag area. What, are you fucking her again? What's going on? No. I implemented a threesome, me, her, and a Clydesdale. A horse. That's right. They love me over there. Oh, Susie. Oh, Susie. Oh, Harry, me and Harry.
And you know, at that time they had the Bucks were there too.
Oh, she loved a young buck. Yeah, the young buck would mate with the big buck. Hey, Jimmy the Greek, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm explaining the bucks. I heard somebody say buck. What the blacks have is they got an extra bone in the ankle. It's a true story. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I heard this too. I'm Don Zimmer. I heard this. I heard it. Yeah. That's why Kurt Flood could run on those fly balls. Yeah. They had an extra bone on their ankle. Is that true, Jimmy? Yeah. They had an extra bone on their ankle. Joe Montana doesn't have one. Randall Cunningham fucking has one. You understand? I've had a couple of cocktails, but let me tell you something. They'd get the big black buck and the other big black buck, and they'd make the bucks. That makes sense to me. You know, maybe the Goldschlager talking. Makes sense to me. Now, was this a one-off? Did he just fuck her once, supposedly? Like a Delonte West, LeBron James?
I think they had an affair.
An affair?
That's the rumor. I'm
Is
sorry.
Is there any truth that the movie The Affair on Showtime is based after this?
Oh, God.
Oh, my, those were romantic days with Susie Bush. She looked, oh, my God, what did she look like? She looked like Barbara Bush's older sister. I said, Susie, my God. Susie Bush was one of those chicks, you didn't need a picture of her. A dollar bill was fine. She looked like George Washington with a dollar bill.
Okay,
I had no pictures of her, but I had a dollar bill.
Here is the broadcast team at KMOX in 54. You had Harry Caray.
1954.
Milo Hamilton.
Oh, I love Milo.
Joe Garagiola.
Oh, that wop.
And Jack Buck.
Oh, he's one of the bucks that would meet. Jack Buck loved black pussy. I know his son Joe doesn't want to hear this. But when Joe was going to be born, we were all crossing our fingers. He could have easily come out, you know what I'm saying? Mighty Joe Young Buck. Joe Buck. Hey, him is popular. Hey, it's Client H. Yeah. I want some of the icky sticky. Yeah. We're playing. Okay, I got the code here. Wait a minute. I got the code for my weed dealer. We're playing Philly, and I don't mean to be blunt, but I'd like to meet you later. Yeah? 10-4? Is that a 10-4, good buddy? It's a colored fellow sells me the icky sticky. Yeah. I love this guy. I love him. Actually, it's Ernie Banks' brother. Icky Sticky Banks. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, is this Ernie Banks' brother? Ernie gave me your number, said you could, I don't know, enhance my drinking experience. He gave me this. Yeah, we're in Philly. Can I be blunt? Do you know what that means? Yeah? All right. We'd like, Ernie Banks' brother. He was a great sense of humor. I'd say, let me get one lid. He'd go, why don't you smoke two? It's a nice day. Why don't you smoke two? That's what, and we'd laugh about it. I'll tell you what, this is my anti-racism. This is my anti-racism public service now. I used to buy marijuana. Mara Jane from this colored fellow, whose brother happened to be one of my favorite people of all time, Ernie Banks. And he did hit a lot of home runs. I'm starting to think Jimmy the Greek was right with the bone thing. But I'll tell you what, it has got nothing to do with your intellect. And Ernie Banks' brother was the smartest weed dealer I ever knew. It's got nothing to do with a bone in your ankle. It's just good business work. And I'd say, listen, he would make me laugh because he'd do his quotes from his brother. I'd say, I want one joint. He goes, why not smoke two? It's a nice day. And we'd laugh about it. Every once in a while, you'd overhear me say the N-word. And I'd say, we had good relations. Because you know why? The blacks back then had a sense of humor. They did. They just did. Some of these fellas, these misguided kids out there in Ferguson, yeah. I don't understand. You got to get together. The Beatles sang it. Everybody get together. Yeah. And, he would get this amazing, he called it the Chronic. And I'd go and get the Chronic from, we'd call his name, we had a nickname, it was Gummo Banks. Kind of like a Cooper Manning complex. You know, Ernie, years later, and I felt very bad about this. I misspoke. I had the old style, and he gave me some of that. This shit was orange, some of it. When he would go to California with us sometimes, I'd say, hey, Gummo Bag, you got any of the icky sticky for old Daddy Waddy? You got any of the icky sticky for Harry Caray? And he'd go, yeah, we're in L.A. I got a contact down here. He'd get me, this shit was orange. I was picking out the primo seeds, finishing out the lid. And I smoking. I was gone, and I did. I misspoke, and I've apologized for this a million times. And Ernie and I was talking, and I was complimenting his brother. I said, my God, what a drug dealer your brother is. He's one of the best. Matter of fact, he's a better drug dealer than you were a ball player. And then we laughed about it, because I told him about the Let's Smoke 2 thing. And, because Harry, for you young kids out there, Ernie, they'd say, it's a nice day, and he'd say, let's play 2. And a lot of us would go, sit down, asshole. You know. I got drinking to do. Of course we were kidding. But I said to him, Ernie said to me, and I thought he was kidding, and I did. I misspoke here. He said to me, well, you think he's got good weed? You should get my father's weed. My father's got amazing weed. Did you ever think that, maybe my father? And I said, well, I just assume you guys didn't know your father. And then I was kidding. Me and Fry would laugh our ass off at that. And then Ernie Banks said, what does that mean? I said, I'm kidding around. What? Hey, I know your father. Your community with the, And it was a very awkward side. He didn't talk to me for 5 years. And he cut me off with Gummo. I couldn't get into the icky. I couldn't get the icky. I had to go into the Chicago blues and jazz community. And they, I'll tell you what. By the way, inning 3 here. We'll get back to the game. I'll tell you, what happened was very Leon Durham hooked me up with a guy who, he got some good stuff as well, but very expensive. And the thing about Banks, he respected the club organization. And I'd say, hey, I need the icky. And he would go, hey, you're Harry Caray, you're a legend, you can have it. You can have it, because I'll tell you what, I went through it quickly. Gummo would say, what are you doing with this shit? You're fucking smoking this as quick as I can grow it back here. And he goes, truth be told, cat's out of the bag now. You don't smoke that shit like crazy Susie Bush. That's how I fucked her a lot. I'd say, because she was sick of beer, Nothing but beer. Augie Bush, a goddamn beer. You shove beer down your throat. That's what you do with broads. You just fucking lace them with beer. And before you know it, it was in the bedroom. So she went to the weed later on in life. So I'd get her this amazing weed. And guess what? She'd smoke the weed, and then she'd smoke my fucking brand, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Wow. So try the non-filtered. I got a circumcision, and I said that's non-filtered. We had a joke about that. But, I was very witty back then. I stole a lot of my material from some of the ball players. Mark Grace was very funny. I only saw Mark naked once. But I tell you, the people uptight now. So I did Bernie. This was right around the movement there with that Michael King guy, Michael Laredo King, and and I was for it. I said I heard Michael King. I'm for it. I'd march with him, but I can't really stand. I'm for the equality, and but he didn't care about it. I said to him, I assume you guys didn't know your father. Very, very awkward. Very awkward. So we was wondering, but after that, after about 5 years, we loosened up and we all got together. And Gummo wrote over some of the pre-motion. Gummo Banks. He wasn't his real name, but Marx Brothers, Gummo Marx. The fucking gist. Yeah. So I loved it. I loved the chronic. I used to smoke that with old style up in little Steve Stone days. I tell you what, Steve Stone had something stiff up his ass, man. It was all real strict in the booth for Stevie Stone. Here's a pitch to Alex. Right in the look. Shut up. You're so chatty. It's America's game. They know what the fuck's going on.
What I do is I just every at bat I just go, here's Rod Sandberg, and then I just, even though it's the radio, I just don't talk. That's what I. And then as soon as he hits the ball, I go, Rollo! And in between, it's usually 4 old styles and a couple of tokes on the old Banks tree. Yeah. So anyway, a lot of anecdotes. From back in the day. But the best anecdote has got to be Jim Fry banging that ball girl. Did that chick have like a boyfriend or something? What was her deal?
She was single at the time. I know.
So wait a minute. So get this straight. You totally, educated guess, you totally believe this chick fucked either Jim Fry or Harry Caray?
Yes. The three of us.
Wait, or both of them? At once?
Steve, Gary, and
At once?
We talked about it after the...
Who's we?
Steve, Gary, and I. We talked about it.
On the air?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And
so wait, you guys were a huge show. How did this get back to? Well, this wasn't a big controversy.
Oh yeah, it made
what
the paper.
What about Harry's
wife? Hey, Dutchie's a fine woman.
Dutchie's touchy. That's what I was said.
He could have said that they were just going in there for a drink.
Oh yeah, she'll buy that one. Yeah, she'll buy that one. Like
Jim Fry with his big glasses.
What else was big on Jimmy Fry? I'll tell you one thing.
Where was he with the Royals, right?
He was a Royal too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, there's a rumor. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she was going to Royals games quite a bit. That bold girl. And the rumor is the Pine Tar game with Brett. It was that's how far it went up that chick's ass. That's why it was lined with him. The chick had pine tar ass, we called it, PTA. Yeah, we made up a lot of jokes back then. You got to kill time in baseball. You do. And it's not all shits and giggles.
A lot of rain delays.
Not like now, you go on the computer and you, I don't know, you download, you upload. Come on, it's all loading. And then, what are you watching? Some bullshit. Some liberal bullshit out of Hollywood. This fucker with the terrorists now. I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm back for this one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd fucking give it to him. I'd give it to him high and hard. I'd give her the old Susie Bush. I'd get this fuckers, I'd get these ISIS guys. And I'd say, first of all, guys, get me some ISIS. Make yourself useful. Let's get some shaved ISIS. That's the thing. They all have beards. Ironically enough, who doesn't like shaved ISIS? I like shaved ISIS. Yeah. Let's play it too. Well, I'll tell you what. This little walk down memory lane. A lot of very, very crazy accusations. Not accusations. Can you believe it? Jim Fry stuck the one-eyed wonder worm in this ball girl. Well, but she disappeared, though. Was there psychological problems? Could you imagine waking up if she's clearly, I mean, I don't know this for sure. Obviously, I don't want a lawsuit, but she might have been smoking PCP. Angel dove.
And, of course, the Cubs lost that series of fucking San Diego.
Of course they did.
Steve Garvey, that
oh, yeah. I have
douche.
fucking pretty boy asswipe.
God, I hate that.
Pretty boy asswipe. Pitched that homer opposite field, got that arm up.
Ugh.
Dan, you have arms like that hairy, that terrible Steve Garvey arm.
Do I?
But no muscle definitely. Well, yeah, he had real hairy arms, Steve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the hair on Dan's arm. My God, it's gross. I see that. That's how I lose weight. I picture one of those hairs in my omelet.
Every time I hear the two words San Diego, I get sick to my stomach.
Okay, here's another non sequitur by Dan Filato. This segment, this what the fuck did Dan just say segment?
1984, we were up 2-0.
All right, yeah. Okay, I'll paint the picture. The oldest guy listening to this fucking thing is Rod from Bayside. I'll tell you that Rod from Bayside. Yeah, I like the kid. The last funny phone call might have been the funniest ever, but I think I don't know. I think he's one of these guys that can focus on one thing. The rest of his life, he's a bit of a fucker. But I love him a lot. Love the guy. So give us the non sequitur San Diego story.
I just, we were up 2-0.
Okay. I'll explain everything Dan said. The Cubs in the playoffs.
Well, I explained that already.
No,
I said in 1984 we went to the Cubs
Not really.
playoffs.
I went to did you go to Connecticut School of Broad?
Hi, Arnie. I heard your little Boys of the Hood joke. Quite frankly, I was at the Click and Vassar, and we heard your little Boys of the Hood joke. And I'm telling you right now, don't even think about putting that on your Twitter feed. Because we'll be all over that like stench on rice. We'll be all over that like dead flies on rice paper. You know? Yeah, I may get the change. I may turn into Mary Caray. Mary Caray, short and hairy. Yep. Well, I'm gonna pull out all the stops. I'm gonna have dinner parties. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna, play with my pussy. That's right. Don't be surprised if, like Bruce Jenner, I got into a huge car accident the day after getting a new pussy. Who wouldn't play with their pussy? To the point where it's a distraction on the highway. You go right off the highway, over the bam, you're gone. Why? The cops says no male cop would arrest you. Sir, you killed 9 people. Officer, I'm sorry. I got a new vagina this morning. I said I got a new vagina. I got a new damp enclosure. As we used to say at Vassar. I got a new pussy this morning at 9 a.m. The cop's like, this morning? Yeah, you're free to go. Get out of here, buddy. Get over to Rush Street. I'm going to get a lot more sex, I think, as a broad. I'm just going to wait till the guy gets real drunk, and I'm going to spread my legs eagle, whatever the term is, and I'm going to go ram away, baby. If you can get hard, I'm the bar. If you can get a starting, I'm the bottom. And then I would sing my favorite Michael Jackson tune, just go starting something. You want to be starting something. You got to be starting something. You want to be starting something. Back to the middle. Yeah, yeah. House it over. Yeah, yeah. Cut to the middle. Yeah, it got the middle. Yeah. Let's say it inside of my goose. Go say it inside of my goose. Go say it inside of my goose. Go say it inside of my goose. Hee-haw! I'm out of breath now, baby. That was my karaoke song at Vassar on Monday night. We used to go to the bar. They used to set up a little karaoke thing. I would sing Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi most of the time. Oh, 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 oh. Harry used to work on the dock. Hey, that union went on strike like 1981 in baseball. 94, no series. I forgot my place in the song. Harry Caray wanted to be a chicken Vassar. That's good stuff, right? It's a little offensive. I don't know. I don't think I get it by the missus. Hey!
Dutchie.
Dutchie. Yeah, I want to become more like Dutchie. Hey, Dutchie, I'm going to get a clip. Harry, every Thursday you say that. I do? Yeah. There hasn't been one Thursday. We've known each other 70 years. Every Thursday, even when you were 16, you said, you get drunk and you go, hey, I'm going to get a clip. I do? Man, that is terrible. Yeah. I'm going to Breck's clip. Great Britain's going to exit into my pussy. I'm calling it a Briggs clip. Not funny. Yeah, I got to ask the chicks at Vassar how that go. Could you imagine these broad stuff? Sandberg over to Harry Caray. Rado. Here's Richard Dent. Richard Dent over to McMahon. Back over to the colored fella on the Bulls. I believe his name was Jordan. Yeah. This colored kid shaved his head. I'll tell you what. Looks like a burnt match. Yeah. That's how it is. I had a couple of pops over there on Rush Avenue.
Street.
Yeah. Can't really watch it, Flata. Why don't you go burn a couple of disco records, you piece of shit? Tell your boss I got some blows in for him. I got a bit of a quiejo that I move out of my bar. Harry Caray's, of course, the front. For a lot of quiejo. I put it up for Mrs. Hoo-Ha. I said, Mrs. Caray, time to get the old yeho up the hoo-ha. I just came down from Rush Hamlin. I bought some colored fellows cocaine. Yeah, cocaine, as Leon Durham used to put it. Yeah. I'll tell you what. What does Leon Durham not have in common with my wife? Nothing goes between her legs.
Oh, God.
It all gets stopped
I'm sorry, Dutchie.
by a Dutchie wall. That's right. She got that nickname because whenever we went out, it was Dutch. That's right. I don't waste any money on the brides. I told Steve Stone, I said, look at Santos. They took his legs from him. I said, that had nothing to do with the diabetes. That had a lot to do with the brides. They'll take everything from you unless you just treat them right.
Yeah.
Unless you know how to put it right on. Hey, bitch, where's the cake, yo? Get that up your hoo-ha.